I am back today for a quick vlog. I just wanted to catch up with you. I have a lot of stuff to say, but it's lunchtime, so I am going to have lunch with you guys. So today I am going to eat the leftover from yesterday. It's kimchi jjigae and rice. All right, so I don't know if I should show you what I eat or my face. I'll show you right now. This is kimchi jjigae and rice, and I have some natto and some umeboshi. So that's what I'm gonna eat. So what I wanted to talk about is first, I am back from France. We went to France from February 26th until March 6th, and I was so happy to meet my family. I went to France because one of my family members is very sick, and I wanted to see that person, and I wanted also just to catch up with my family. So I'm very happy because I did. I don't know if it's gonna work because I'm so hungry right now, so I think I'm gonna eat first and then talk to you. Yeah, that's better. By the way, this natto is so good. So good. Oh my god, I'm just done with my lunch. It was so good. I'm so satisfied. This kimchi jjigae was bomb. Thank you, my best husband. And the rice was good. I made the rice. It's always a little bit burnt. I like it like this. And I had some natto and some umeboshi. That is my favorite thing in the entire world. So I'm very happy right now. So for dessert, I'm gonna do a tea with a piece of banana cake that I made yesterday. And that's it for lunch. So I wanted to just check in with you and talk a little bit about what is going on in my life, because it's been a while since I didn't vlog on this channel. And as you may know, if you follow me on Instagram, I was in France because my mom is moving. So she moved with my brother. That makes me very happy because it's a very cute house, and basically she will live in the little cottage right next to the house. So the house is in the wood. It's like in the forest, in the middle of nowhere in France. And my brother is gonna live in the house with my sister-in-law and my two nieces. I mean, three nieces, because my sister-in-law is pregnant and she's gonna have the third niece in May. So yeah, it's very exciting. I'm sure that my mom is so happy for that. And yeah, so it was very good to visit France. I didn't have much time, to be honest. I went only 9 days, and I took most of the time to see my family, my mom and my dad. And I saw also my sister, my brother. My other brother is right now in Canada. He lives in Montreal. But other than that, everyone is in France. So I met everyone and we catch up, and that was very good. The only downside of it is that I didn't have much time, so I couldn't meet my French friends, like from high school or even from Paris. I have a lot of friends in Paris. Other than my high school friend, I have also a lot of friends in Paris from the time that I lived in Paris. And yeah, I'm so sad that I didn't have enough time to meet them, but I'm sure that next time I will go for a little longer and I will have time to meet them. And fortunately, they will meet my husband because so many of my friends didn't even meet him, even though it's been like more than 3 years that we are together and married. And so yeah, I want to share my love, my husband. I want to, you know, show off a little bit. And yeah, so maybe next time I will have time. But yeah, when we were in France, it was only the beginning of the crisis, so nobody was wearing masks or gloves or anything, and it was pretty much free, like everything was open, the shops and stuff. But yeah, it was the only beginning, so I guess people didn't do la bise, which is kisses on the cheeks. They stopped doing that maybe like 2 days before leaving France, so we didn't really see much of the crisis in France. And we came back Saturday, and I think the next following week the president made like a ban for visiting Europe. So that was sudden, you know, and to me it surprised me a lot. And yeah, right now I know that my mom is not working. Everyone that I know in France is not working, or like working at home. My mom is a teacher for elementary school, so she is not working, I think, until even May. And same here, you know, LA also, I think the school is closed until May 1st. So it's similar with France. And yeah, it kind of sucks, to be honest. The lockdown kind of sucks, and I feel like there's, of course it's a virus, and of course it's a sickness, and a lot of people are dying from that sickness, but also I can see that a lot of people will die because of the lockdown, because, you know, people are losing their job, they're losing money, businesses are losing big money, they're probably going to bankrupt. And a lot of people they lost their job, they go into depression. And you know, depression leads to a lot of bad stuff, divorce, crime, and even, you know, suicide. So that sucks, and that's very scary. I personally am not that scared about the crisis, because my husband and I have work that we can do remotely, so I think we will be okay. But I can see a lot, and I know a lot of people that are business owners and that are even just employees that works month for month, you know, for paying the rent, and people who even live like weeks to weeks or day by days to pay the rent, to eat. And I think this is very bad for them, and I hope everyone is okay, and I hope everyone is healthy too, but I hope this crisis will stop eventually, very soon, and that we will find a solution very quickly. But anyway, this situation again doesn't really affect me because I work from home, so I'm not going crazy. I feel like staying at home is something that I do all the time, so I'm not going crazy. Like, the only thing that bother me, that is my gym is not open. I mean, we are living in an apartment complex, and we have a gym, and we have a a swimming pool, but those are not open because they're common area and they closed it. So that's the only thing that sucks, you know, for me. But I'm very, very blessed and I'm very lucky to be able to work at home, and same for my husband. So yeah, very lucky. But anyway, this is for now, and looking to the future. A lot of people, I think last week I was a little bit sick. I think I did have something food wise that my body didn't like, and I was puking and pooping all the time, and I think it's just indigestion. And I posted it on Instagram, on my stories, and a lot of people are like, oh my god, are you pregnant, da, da, da. And I just wanted to talk about it because I don't really talk about it on my other channel, because my other channel is in French and it's about only travel. So it's only about vlogs in Korea, in America, in France, da da da. But I don't talk about personal stuff, and I feel like I'm more and more private about my life these days. And since I am with my husband, I feel like because I treasure it so much, I just don't need to tell anyone, you know? So everybody was like, ah, you're pregnant and stuff. And first thing, I think it's very funny because a lot of people are just very curious about my personal life. And I mean, everybody's curious, you know, I am curious too. And when I like a YouTube channel or when I watch someone, I know I like to know all the juicy detail, but if the person doesn't really want to share, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna say anything about their personal choices or even their appearance. Like I did a story dancing, and I got comments from guys, actually, not girls. I thought it would be more girls, but actually guys that told me, oh, you gain weight. And like, it's something that I will never do. Like, you know, it's just something very, like, I feel it's like I don't fully understand the person that say that, oh, are you pregnant, or oh, did you gain weight, or oh, you gain weight, you know. I don't know, I feel like it's very non-polite to say that, you know, or just keep it to yourself. I don't know, or just, I don't know. Didn't, like, I'm happier right now, so even if I have maybe 10 kilo more than before, I'm 100 times, 1,000 times happier because I have my husband, and I'm in love, and I'm loved, and I feel myself. I'm finally accepting myself fully. And so, and especially because I think that the more I get older, the more I'm like, whatever, you know, whatever any other people say, I don't really care about your opinion, basically. So now it doesn't really do something to me if somebody tell me like that. I'm like, yeah, I did, so yeah, what kind of thing. Before I was very aggressive, very like, why are you like asking me that, or even I would go into their games, you know. I would try to lose some weight and stuff, and I was so miserable when I was in Korea, especially when from my 20 to like 25th birthday, I was miserable. So I did a little bit of TV shows in Korea at that time, from 20 to 25, and I work out, I will say 3 to 5 hours a day. So that was my life. My whole entire life was that. And even with that, I was still piman, which is obese in the Korean standard, because Korean standard is very low. I mean, Korean girls are very petite, very small. They don't have big bones and big shoulder like me. So I was always bigger, and everybody told me that I was fat, obese, etc., etc., even though I was very, very, very slim. And I think I never was more slim than at that time in my entire life. And like when I see picture of myself at that time, I'm like, what the hell? I was perfectly beautiful, you know. And at that time I was so, I felt so bad in my body, and I was always working out because I thought, for some reason, I thought because I'm working out, maybe I will achieve a goal that was impossible. Like I wanted to be literally I wanted to be a Victoria's Secret angel, which is not, it's not possible with my body, you know. I am big and that's it, you know. Even though I don't eat or I work out like 6 hours a day, it's not possible. It's just not possible. So yeah, when I think about that time, I was so sad and no self-confidence. I was very unhappy, I was very lonely, and now I'm almost everything opposite, you know. I feel full, fully loved, and I love life. I'm so happy. Hopefully I have a long life with my husband, because every day I'm so blessed, and every day I'm like so happy to just wake up and have him by my side, and be here and eat all the time, eat every day, and having a roof over my head. I'm so happy because of that. So yeah, it's weird how I changed, and now I'm confident, and yeah, maybe I gain weight, maybe I'm older, but I feel like, so what, you know, like everybody's gonna go through the same thing in life. So everybody's getting older, everybody's gonna get old and get wrinkled and maybe get fat, maybe get slim. I don't know. Everybody go through some changes, and not only physically but also mentally, and you know, experience make you the person that you are right now. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to tell you today. But I'm gonna check, because I did took some notes in just in case I forgot to tell you about something. I wanted to talk about being a mom and having a child, because it's in our mind right now with my husband. I think it's funny because I never thought that I would want a child, and I'm still like on the fence. Sometimes I'm like, should I not? Maybe it's better to not have a child, maybe it's better to have a child, you know. I'm like, it's very gray in my head. It's not like, oh, I want a baby. And in my entire life I hadn't have any dream about being a mom. I always dreamt about getting married. That was always in my mind. I always fantasize about, you know, being married and the marriage life and stuff. But having children, for some reason, I didn't really think about. And I think it comes just naturally when you are with somebody that you like, and when you love somebody, then it's just like natural to make a family with that person. So right now, yes, we are thinking about it, telling you guys that yes, we are thinking on having a baby. right now I don't want to put any pressure on myself, and so if it happened, it happened. If it doesn't, oh well. And I will probably I am going to talk about it if I, if I am pregnant or if I have a kid and stuff, because I'm very interested in the whole process of being pregnant and having a child. And so I bought so much books about the matter, French books, because I know that in America and also in France actually, French education and child care is very famous, I guess. So I bought a lot of different books about giving birth and what was it, babies and being a mom, and I bought a lot of books. So I'm reading all the books right now. I prefer to be more prepared and I prefer to know a bunch of information instead of not knowing anything and just going blindly into that. I know that I'm probably never gonna be 100% prepared and I will never be ready for a baby, but I think that if I learn a lot of stuff, maybe I can be aware, and it's gonna be easier for me to do that, because to me it's freaking scary and I'm so scared. Like, I'm so scared to be a mom. I'm so scared to having a baby. And if we're thinking about it, then maybe it will happen. Maybe it will happen in a year, maybe in 10 years, I don't know. But I want to be prepared, and that's why I'm like learning so much. I go on internet, I watch so many videos on YouTube. I watched this TV show in France that is called Les Maternelles, which is about baby and pregnancy and childcare. And it's a very good TV show. I think they're very well known in France and well spoken, and they have a lot of information, a lot of good ideas. So I watch that almost every day these days. I'm learning everything about that matter, so that is very interesting for me because it's something very new. But again, I prefer to be prepared and have some knowledge about my body, because if we have a baby, I am going to be pregnant, not my husband. So unfortunately, I have to, have that body changes, and I have to give birth to the baby. That is the worst part, I think, because I think for me, having a child is not that scary, but the making process and being pregnant and then giving birth is something that I'm very scared of. So hopefully learning and reading all those books will help me figure things out, So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Stay safe.